Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another zombies video. Treyarch just released the new trailer for, as you can see up top, Outbreak, which is the kind of open world zombies mode. And I saw on Twitter that it went live, so I just want to kind of do a reaction. I know most of the time I don't do this because most of the time, like I said before, I'm speechless. They do a really good job. I have the volume turned off just in case if there's any music to it, because usually these are like, pumped up, hyped up trailers that get you into the game with a lot of music and stuff like that. So I have to go back and watch it without the music. I just have it turned off for now. Again, like I said, most of the time, I don't do this because I'm speechless, but the logo looks pretty sick. I know they showed that before, and this is one thing that I was kind of gonna question is if we're gonna just drop in from the AC-130 or whatever that is, or coming in a helicopter. Now, I would hope that at one point maybe we'll drop in with parachutes and you just start looting wherever you want to go. Maybe multiple teams, maybe that'd be like an LTM down the road, maybe like a 50 versus 50, or like a 25 versus 25 versus 25 versus 25. Like the teams just drop in through the AC-130 or whatever airship that is, and you just loot wherever you can. In the helicopter, would be kind of interesting, also. But I'm sure they're gonna be different LTM's, limited game modes, and stuff like that. Again, a lot of this is showing off the new operators, and again, I kind of just missed it, but I want to go over it. Is a C4. So, did you have C4s before? Yeah, you do have C4s that you can buy. So this might be a little bit better, so you don't have to always worry about maybe running to the machine and buying lethal and tactical. And you know that because it's set in the woods, it reminds me a lot about The Walking Dead, and I hope it has like some funny story behind it, kind of like the way The Walking Dead was. I mean, The Walking Dead got really serious, but sometimes it just kind of got a little bit stale. But it did remind me about um, The Walking Dead. And the C4, so that kind of confirms maybe, I don't know why they would blow up their own stuff. Can you not die or something? Like, I thought maybe like a grief mode when I just saw this. Like, it made me think, like, is it going to be grief mode where you can blow up the other team's truck? Does that confirm? I know people are teaming up with each other and stuff like that. Of course, yeah, it's set in the Ural Mountains. It's kind of like a fire team. There is the jump pad, hellhounds down there. Let me pause that for a second. There's a lot going. The stuff that they show really quickly has like all the Easter eggs. So there is like Brutus, hellhounds, mimics, plague hounds, more mimics, plague hounds again. And this is what I like, the parachuting. So that means at one point you're probably going to parachute in, maybe 50 versus 50, or just teams, or TDM, kill confirmed, hardpoint. And again, it kind of reminds me of what Jimmy Zielinski at the time of Black Ops 2 had wanted, a big open world. But because of time constraints and console constraints, they weren't able to complete it. Again, this part reminds me, whenever I see stuff like this, it reminds me like maybe Plants vs. Zombies, Humans vs. Zombies, or kind of like the Great War, what everybody wanted for the Great War. Which, the Great War was never going to happen. That was kind of like, just kind of like YouTube, wishful thinking. The Great War was something that was in Black Ops 3, it was in Black Ops 2, but we were never going to get a Great War. They just threw it in the cutscene. I know people are going to say, oh, it got taken out of Black Ops 4 because of time, but it was just people don't do the research. The Great War was something that was just referenced obviously in Black Ops 2, but in Black Ops 3, there was a Great War that was in Atlantis, and that was kind of the backstory and possible Easter egg stuff. We were never going to get a Great War in Black Ops 4. It's just that people just clickbait the zombies community because they're you know, they're kind of like scammers in a way. They play on your emotions and stuff like that. They know that people really want like a great war, and they were just kind of like, oh, it's coming. And transit, it's the same thing. Why there's so many transit clickbait videos, because it plays on people's emotions. Unfortunately, they're kind of like scammers in a way. But this right here does remind me or confirm kind of like a Great War. Um, and here's a vehicle sedan. And this is what they just put on Twitter. The rocket that's supposed to like search. Oh, it's a drill. It's not a rocket. I'm so stupid sometimes. So this is kind of, it does have that extinction element to it, which is cool. That's pretty awesome. Because that's what a lot of people have been asking for. So that's a big drill, not necessarily a rocket, and then it kind of excavates the Ethereum crystal. So it's kind of like a drill that you set. That's pretty cool. I thought it was a rocket that was going to shoot in the air, but it might not shoot in the air. It's a drill that's going vertical, then it's going to pull out some crystals in the Ural Mountains, I believe, or wherever we're at in the dark ether. There's a death machine shooting some mimics, and oh, in the beginning, I think it has. I know that was the Reiki Wonder Weapon, and there's some loot. Now this stuff like this, I have questions about, because if you play Battle Royale, people love stealing your loot. So if you're the one that pays for the challenge and does the challenge, how do you know you're even gonna get the loot? Or people just gonna kind of bum rush you or steal your loot from the machine? Oh, I didn't. Let's see what's at the end. Is there anything at the end? Oh, there might be something at the end. Oh no, there's not. Wait. Oh, is that just multiplayer maps? Let me see. I don't want it to go to the next video. Is there anything sneaky? Oh, they put. There's that thing again, the Santa Claus. Did they change it? No, the Santa Claus. I wonder what that means. That has to mean something for them to put it in there again. I'm just gonna let it play. I'm gonna probably talk about it another time, but the one thing that, there's that Wonder Weapon again from Die Machine. I forget what it's called, but it's the Die Machine Wonder Weapon. So that's cool. I wonder if they're gonna do like Blackout. If this is gonna be like pretty much like Blackout, where you can do challenges and open the mystery box and get stuff out of the mystery box, defeat like the elite zombies and get the best loot and stuff like that. Again, it's in the woods in the Ural Mountains, kind of like Fire Team map. And all the new operators and skins. I don't know her name, but I think she's Native American. It looks pretty cool. C4s. See, that'd be cool now that you don't have to worry about going to the machine and getting buying C4s. I'm sure it'll be there anyways, but to find it on the ground, I mean, the zombies always dropped it anyways, I guess. I believe they did. But this is pretty sick, how you can kind of like ride. And I wonder if what's stopping you from running the zombies over if you can't do that necessarily. Oh, I guess you can. I guess that answers that. I just wonder why they wouldn't do that. Maybe you don't get points or something like that. Maybe you only get points from shooting them. That's pretty cool. A Jeep, so to speak. Here's a Panzer. See, I don't know. I don't get why. Maybe that doesn't destroy the truck. Maybe you can't do damage to yourself or your vehicle, but it does explode, I think, doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it does explode. I just don't get. Oh, maybe you jump out. Oh, I guess maybe they're doing a strategy where you're in the vehicle and you jump out before it reaches the enemy. I mean, this is kind of like a war zone tactic that they're showing. You jump out and it's empty. I thought it would be more like a grief mode. You know, I thought maybe it confirmed like a grief mode coming. But that looks pretty cool. You're gonna travel somehow through the portal. Jump pad. See, this is what I like. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this for a couple minutes. If anybody from Treyarch ends up seeing this. I would love for them, maybe even on season 2. No, because I guess they don't want to split up the player base. But why not just have well, that's probably going to be the Warzone part of it, so never mind. I was going to say, why not just have where you're in the AC-130, everybody drops down and loots, maybe there's teams of 4, 50 versus 50, or maybe even a solo, where see who the best zombie survivor is. Literally, that'll be like the best thing for the zombies community, where they can compete against each other and stuff like that. But ultimately, have where you drop in from the AC-130 and you can just kind of loot where you want. I don't know if I guess you can. Would you be able to kill each other? Maybe not. I guess that would help, because it's more about the zombies and it's more about who can loot the best and fastest, not necessarily killing each other. But I would want like a true battle royale where you're competing. Um, Still, you can't kill each other. There's no friendly fire. But you're still competing. I guess the competitive part of it is trying to get the best loot or best spots, or maybe there's hot spots and stuff like that that has the most zombies. Like I said, it has a lot of potential, and that again reminds me of like a World War II Great War scene. But that'd be kind of cool. Oh, they should do like, you know what that reminds me of? I always forget to turn my phone off. That reminds me of, there was a mode in Fortnite where there's a big wall. It was 50 versus 50. It was actually like the hamburger versus the pizza. That'd be cool if they had a big wall that the zombies are on one side, we're on the other side looting, or maybe two teams are looting, and the wall comes down and then you start fighting against each other. That'd be kind of cool. The drill is pretty cool. I'm just going to call it a drill because it probably is just a drill, and it excavates, unless I'm wrong and it is a rocket. But again, back to the part where the zombies are running at each other. That literally would be like, you put a wall up, the zombies are on one end, everybody's looting on the other part of the map, the wall comes down and the zombies come running after you. That'd be pretty cool and exciting. But again, I know we're in a pandemic and we don't know what's possible or what can be accomplished at the time. And we should probably be happy there is an open world zombies now. The only thing sucks is that it's all the way till Thursday. It's like 4 days from now. I hope they let us download it ahead of time, so because I end up missing a lot because of that. It'd be kind of cool. But then people would data mine it anyways and ruin it. So Death Machine is pretty cool. It's like a bigger Death Machine, it looks like. I mean, everything looks good. It has everything that people have been asking for. Again, this is probably a good alternative for zombie YouTubers that aren't great at multiplayer, battle royale, and stuff like that, Warzone, Blackout, that are too scared to kind of jump in and play against people. Not necessarily scared, but I guess they don't want to expose themselves. And I've been saying that since Black Ops 4. Like, Black Ops 4 really exposed a lot of people how bad they are at zombies and multiplayer and battle royale. So this is the alternative, I guess, which is pretty awesome. Again, before I end it, just want to say it one more time. It's a good foundation if they add some 50 versus 50, 25 teams of 25, maybe teams of 30, 25 teams of 20, teams of 30, teams of 40 maybe, or something like that, teams of 50. It should be pretty sweet, where you can maybe drop in like a true battle royale, but I think that's going to be the Warzone part of it. So I'll have to just wait and see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Anyways, it looks pretty good. All the wonder weapons are there. Again, I try not to do this because I'm pretty much speechless when I'm seeing it, but at the same time, it pretty much confirms a lot of stuff that we thought. Nothing too surprising, I guess. I don't know if anything was necessarily leaked, but they've been hinting on Twitter, so we finally get to see what it really looks like. I know they've been tweeting a lot of stuff, so it kind of confirms. Like they showed the rover, they showed that rocket or drill. I think they even hinted at the map. So this is cool to finally see everything, like the final product of what it's gonna be. Again, I'm more of a competitive person. I would like it where you compete to grab the best loot, not necessarily against other players, because that's going to turn a lot of people away, but at the same time, have it some type of competitive way. I know for now you're just teaming up co-op, but to have it some type of competitive way. Um, but I know the zombie YouTubers are going to just not play that mode. They don't want to expose themselves and stuff like that. But still, maybe for, I guess that'll be, again, I hate to say it again, but like I guess that'll be the Warzone part of it. If you're into competing, that's where you're gonna jump into Warzone, and it's gonna probably benefit you if you're into the competitive part of it. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.